All right, so we are live, we are live, we are live. Thank you so much for being here. We are here at the beginning of Toastmasters International Week of Activities, and we just want to welcome everyone who is watching this live. We had some technical difficulties before. You're actually hearing some noise. That's Sandra trying to make her way in front of the camera. So while she's making all that noise, I'm going to make apologies for the late start. We actually started earlier and on time, but we had some technical difficulties and we had to start over the broadcast again. These things happen. That's how technology works. But I just want to say to those of you who are watching and listening to this, thank you so much for being here, supporting us. This is Toastmasters Trinidad and Tobago, Division F, under District 81. We have 14 clubs here in Trinidad and Tobago, and we wanted to really have a big celebration for 96 years of existence as a Toastmaster. Not that we in Trinidad have been around for 96 years, but the international organization has been around for 96 years. Trinidad and Tobago, I cannot say for sure how long it has been around, but I think it's from in the early 80s. You will find out more about that later down in the week. We're kicking off today with the official welcome with Division Director Sandra Theodore. Let me quickly say a bit about her. DTM Sandra Theodore, she's a DTM, District Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster, my apologies. She has been a Toastmaster since January 2014. She once believed that she was shy and an introvert. Becoming a Toastmaster has moved her to becoming a confident person, and she's now harnessing her leadership skills. Today, she believes in fairness and that we could all make this world a better place by our actions. So let me welcome DTM Division Director Sandra Theodore to give the official welcome for the kickoff of the launch of Division F District 81 Toastmasters International Day Week of Activities. Welcome. Sandra, I think you're frozen there for a bit. Yes?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to our new division, Division F, Trinidad and Tobago Toastmasters. We are part of District 81. District 81 District 81 comprises of divisions from FJ and we are F. Okay, we have
Ooh, she got bumped. I am so sorry about that. Sandra just got bumped there a while ago. We would have to, I don't know what's happening today, but we are rebuking that. I don't know what's happening today. And we are still live. Sandra just left. Give us a few minutes for her to get back on if she could. As you could have seen, she was kind of fuzzy and delayed when she was talking. This is streaming out through Facebook Live. It's supposed to be also streamed through LinkedIn and YouTube. But like I mentioned, there was some technical difficulties connecting with that. I don't know what, so we have to look into that and get that rectified. In the meantime, we are waiting on Sandra to get on. If not, we will have to probably pre-record her welcome and post it to Facebook. That would be the alternative at this point. Thank you so much for understanding. We're waiting for
I
Sandra.
am
Oh,
wondering
here
if
she
you all are
is.
hearing me. Give me a sign, Karen.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I am hearing you. I am hearing you. I was holding the space for you until you get back on. There you go.
Sorry.
Yes, you're on. You're on, Sandra. Are you hearing me, Sandra? You are on. You are
Can you
on.
all see
Sandra, are you
me?
hearing me?
Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes, I'm seeing you and I'm hearing you. Go ahead, Sandra. I'm not hearing you. Go ahead, Sandra. We can see you. We need to make sure we can hear you.
All right. All right. So I was saying that, the organization Toastmasters International was formed by a gentleman by the name of Ras Redley. And we are over 364 members in 145 countries in 16,200 clubs, I believe it is, and counting. All right. So you learn a lot more about our history internationally and locally as we go into the week. So we are in the beginning, what is this Toastmasters? But most people who join come on because they want to harness their communication skills. They say, I can speak, but I get tongue tied and I freeze up and my heart starts pounding if ever I have to speak in front of a crowd. We're all about that. But not only that, skills. So this week we're dedicating it to what Toastmasters is all about, what we do, and we're hoping that we have a whole lot of people wanting to join and coming on board. Stay tuned. There's lots in store for you. We are also going to have our area directors coming on later on in the day at around 1 o'clock. So I just want to welcome you all. Thank you all for coming on this morning. And, stay tuned during the course of the day. We have lots in store for you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. That was a very quick welcome, Sandra Theodore. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're hearing me.
Can you hear me?
I know we're having some difficulties, and I hope between now, yeah, I hope between now and this evening with the area directors that we'll be able to resolve the issues that and challenges that we're facing right now, because we really want it to be smooth and looking professional. But as much as you have the
Are you
intention,
there, Corinne? I am
sometimes
not
the
seeing you.
universe has, yes, that's okay, I'm seeing you. Sometimes we have great intentions, but the universe has other things in mind, so we're working with the challenges. But thank you so much for the welcome. I just want to quickly ask you a question, if you don't mind. Could you share with us your story on when you became a Toastmaster? Why you became a Toastmaster? Because in your introduction in your bio, I said that you were shy. You don't seem like a shy person today. So share with us, for those persons who may be watching, listening to this, and even those who will be watching the replay at a later date. Let us hear how Division Director Sandra was in 2014. We are now in 2020, 6 years later. How was the Sandra? Who was the Sandra in 2014? Share with us.
Well, in 2014, I was the shy one, People would always have to push me to doing things. I tell you a little story. When I joined, it was because I went to a congress in Jamaica, and they have something called Speakers Forum. And my boss said to me, go and try it. It was you go and you pick a piece of paper out of a hat, whatever was on it, you had to speak on. And I kept saying, no, 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 no. And he said, yes, go ahead and do it. And I said, no, 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 no. And he said, go ahead and do it. This is tone changed. So I felt I had to do it. So I felt I had to do it. I went pick, and I spoke for about 3 to 5 minutes. Praying and carrying on and said, I was so good. There was a prize. The prize was to pay for you to go to the next conference and the hotel accommodation. I didn't win. And in my mind, I was thinking, I didn't win. And everybody keeps saying I was so good. But a fellow colleague who came up to me and said, you should join Toastmasters. And at the time I said, what's that? I don't know about it. He said, when we get back to Trinidad, I'll tell you. We came back to Trinidad, directed me to a club in Arima, Napoyo Toastmasters Club. I joined, and the first day I went to that club, I realized why I did not win the Speakers Forum. And we moved from there, And we moved from there, when I commit to things, I commit to things, and I think that's a key thing for me. So I started out and I kept going and going. And here I am today, division director of Division F.
Nice. So Shy Toastmaster, well, Shy Sandra is not
Am I
the
frozen, Pam?
shy Toastmaster Sandra you are today, because you have transitioned from Shy Sandra to division director. And I know to get to division director, which probably was not in your plans. It was not in your to become division director when you first started. That was so out of the question. So I know
Yeah.
that it took, yeah, I know that it took some doing and some
I
coming
am
out
telling
of
you.
your comfort zone. Yes, coming out of your comfort zone in order to become division director,
Yes.
responsible for 14 clubs. Tell us a bit. Give persons who don't know what a division director does, give somebody a sort of insight as to what is a division director and what are you responsible for.
Well, as division director, I am responsible really falling in line with what is the goals and the objective and the mission of the district to form new clubs and increase clubs within the division. As the division director, I work directly with the area directors. There are four of them, and they are in charge of clubs within their areas: 31, 32, 33, and 34. So they work with their clubs, and their mission really is to help the members of the club achieve their goals. All right. So thereby achieving their goals, you find that people want to learn more and people come on more, and you get so they work. I work directly with them. They come to me, tell me what their plans are, and I try and work with them with the help of the district to make sure that they achieve their goals as area directors and that the clubs achieves their goal.
I heard you said something, Sandra, DTM Sandra, about club growth, about working with the area directors who are responsible for their own cluster of clubs and helping the ADs achieve the vision that they have for their respective clubs that they are responsible for. And in listening to you, I want to ask the question, somebody listening to this, how can the skills that you have transition into the workplace or into your personal and professional life?
Oh, Well, as a Toastmaster, when you go to your club, you do a lot of things in terms of you take on roles, you do speeches, you do projects, and each role and each project that you take on, you are evaluated by your peers, by the members of the club. All right, and they evaluate you, and the evaluations is always one geared at improvement. So they will tell you what you did well. They will also tell you what you need to improve on, and then they always encourage you to go forward, to keep doing it. When you do that, then your confident base is built up, and therefore you can operate the same way within your jobs, and people notice. Your bosses will notice. They will notice that confidence in you. They will notice how you speak, that you speak well, that you present things well, and thereby there's lots of opportunities for improvement on your job, for promotions. I know so many Toastmasters that have been given promotion, and they're just simply because of the way they present themselves, the way they do their projects, and so on. So, it's totally.
You cut out there for a minute, Sandra. You cut out there for a minute. I didn't hear that last part, but you were hinting at the personal and professional development.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't get
I
that
was
last
saying that
part.
all the work
Yes,
that you do
right.
all the work that you do within your Toastmasters club, in terms of the roles that you play, in terms of the speeches that you make, in terms of the projects that you do, they're always evaluated in a sense, not to pull you down or to critique in a harsh way. It's for improvement. So
Yes.
you're always told what you did well and what you could improve on, and therefore when you're told that, then you're encouraged to keep going and to keep doing what you do. Thereby you get the confidence. As you get the confidence, when you're in your workplace, you're operating at the same level, and your bosses will recognize that in you, that you're very confident, that you speak well, that you, when you have to do a presentation, you present well, and therein lies, the avenue for promotion. So, it's all good, all good.
Yeah. I heard you said evaluations, and can I tell you, I'm a Toastmaster. You're a Toastmaster, and I don't know of anybody outside of a Toastmaster that relishes evaluation. I know before becoming a Toastmaster, it is something that most people fear. When you have to sit in front of your boss and they says, okay, we need to do your annual evaluation, or I have to give you a recommendation, you're shaking in your boots. You're like, oh my God, what are they going to say? I will get a bad rating. I might not be promoted. I'm looking at this job. But we actually, as Toastmasters, we crave evaluations. We actually seek it out. We want to know, why is it that we crave this thing? We so desire to have it. We ask people. We actually have an evaluator for every speech, for every project. But for me, what I tend to do, I have silent evaluators. So even if I am given an official evaluator on the day of my speech or project, I would ask other persons, give me your opinion. It makes me want to know like a 360 view of other people's opinion. Why is it that Toastmasters love and crave evaluations?
Corinne, the thing about evaluations is because of our culture. I don't know if it's a Caribbean thing or whether it's a worldwide thing. Most times you don't like people correcting you. Most times you don't like people telling you, well, you could have done this better and all that. Because number one, you come in with the
Yeah.
with the assumption that I know what I'm doing, all right. And if somebody were to tell you something, you'd probably think, well, how do you know? How what authority do you have to tell me that I could do it better? But in Toastmasters, it's like a family. We evaluate each other, and therein lies the environment for you to understand that, okay, all we want for you is the best. We want you to be the best person that you can be. And that's what the evaluation is all about. So when you come in as a new person, sometimes you're taken aback by evaluations, benefit. So that is when you start craving evaluations. Tell me, how did I go there? How did I do? And as you said, you're not only evaluated by the person you're evaluated by all the persons that may be in the meeting. They could probably send you little stuff, I love what you did, Corinne, but you could have, done this a little better. So you're getting all these things all wrong, and interaction with people, and more confident to really say how you feel about something.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you say, I know you mentioned it in the beginning, Sandra, would you encourage persons to become a Toastmaster, to become better versions of themselves, to not fear being evaluated, to be able to become a confident person within themselves, that they will not take the feedback from others as personal, but more for their development? Would you encourage more persons to become Toastmasters?
Absolutely, Corinne. Absolutely. You know, it is. I think Toastmastering should become a way of life, because in communicating with people, you get to learn how you should really converse. In terms of using slang and all these things, there are certain protocols that you learn to use, and you understand there's not in our, and I'm repeating a lot, and that's part of the growth in Toastmasters. You try not to repeat a lot. You try not to say hair and arms and things like that. For me, that was an eye opener when I started Toastmasters, and now I'm eliminating a lot of this thing. It's a process, growing as I go along. So I would definitely encourage people to become a Toastmaster, to join the Toastmasters organization. I mean, they can go on our website and view the different clubs and visit clubs. We are online now, and it's easier for people to visit clubs and get an idea of what happens in a Toastmasters meeting. And come on board. Come on board.
Wonderful. And on that point, to just add that during this week of activities, October 17th to the 22nd, we are going to be showcasing some of these clubs. We actually hope to showcase all the 14 clubs in Trinidad and Tobago. And Tobago, you see, we mentioning you guys, we're not leaving you out in Trinidad and Tobago. We want to showcase you guys. We want to give you a view, an experience during this week of what Toastmasters is about. We have some fun things coming to share with you that you don't know at all. Actually, we don't even know. We are going to be shocked by some of the information, because there are some people who will be coming on and be interviewed on this platform that will be sharing how Toastmasters came to Trinidad and Tobago back in the day. What happened, what Toastmasters was back then, and how we are moving to the future. The theme for this week of activities is back to the future. We have to go to our roots, as a fellow Toastmaster says. We have to go to our roots in order to know where we are going, how we are moving forward in the future. So this is what we want to showcase. We want to give you an experience of what Toastmasters is about. We want to show you how we became who we are in Trinidad and Tobago. And we want to celebrate being a division. And we want to be able to put a legacy in place to build on for the future. This is your division director, Sandra Tier, for the term 2020-21. I want to thank her very much for her welcome, even though it transitioned into an interview. I just couldn't let her go like that. It
Yes.
transitioned into an interview. for those for those who are
So
watching and listening now, we thank you for being here. Yes? Yes?
so Corinne, before you wrap up, I want to say that our club in Tobago Professional Speakers, right now, they are promoting having a new club in Tobago, and they're having a demo on the 8th of November. So people who are watching can, the link we will advertise it. They can get on board, from anywhere in the world and join the new Tobago Toastmasters
That's
Club.
right.
We're all about forming clubs. There's also another club that we are trying to form in Trinidad as well in the police service. So stay tuned. Look forward to those things.
Ah, nice. That's a great way to round up this segment. It was supposed to be 8 to 10 minutes. It ended up being 25 minutes. I'm looking at the clock and more, but it's worth it. It's a great way to start and to kick off the week of activities. Thank you so much, Division Director Sandra Theodore. People, we want you to follow the page, the Facebook page. We have a LinkedIn
Yes.
page as well. We're going to post that in the comments. Follow, like, share, be able to see when the notifications, because if you don't follow, like, and share, you wouldn't see when we are coming on board. We have another section coming on, segment coming on at 1 o'clock, where you will meet the 80s live. We hope everything goes well. Fingers crossed, as they say, however, fingers crossed. And so we are looking forward to you guys joining us at 1 p.m. today. You're going to meet the let me see if I can shift that, 4 division directors who will be doing their own welcome and telling you about their individual clubs, promoting, etc. And throughout the rest of the week, stay tuned. Thank you so much, Division Director Sandra Taylor.